What is up, YouTube? I am Reckless and welcome to today's video. Normally I like to keep my videos short, somewhere around the 4 to 5 minute mark, maybe a little bit longer, but today's video is going to be about 8.5 minutes long, and that's because it is a chem strike. And what I normally do is cut out like the respawns, and which means the times that when I die and then after I die when I'm trying to find the next person. Usually cut that out, but since this is a chem strike, I don't die that often except for right here. That's the only death until I actually get the KEM. So real quick, for the people who follow my channel but maybe don't follow Call of Duty or don't play Call of Duty, what a chem strike is when you go on a 25 gun streak without dying and you get to call in a big bomb that kills everyone on the enemy team, but it somehow doesn't kill you. But hey, it's a video game, and it's actually pretty hard to do. I know a lot of you will probably say, actually, this is really easy to do. And if you're one of those people, then that's freaking awesome. I personally am not. This is the only one I've ever gotten. I never got one in Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, it just has never happened before. So as you can see, I wasn't planning on even getting one this game. If I was, I would have been running a completely different perk setup. Most of the time when people get a chem strike, they run at least a silencer, and maybe something like wiretap or off the grid or amplify. I didn't have any of those things. I think my perks were dead silence, focus, ready up, sleight of hand, and then as you can see, my my specialist perks are just scavenger and the ICU, and I don't even have a third one equipped because you get your bonus faster if you don't. But you know, if you're going on a KEM strike and you're planning on getting 24 kills in a row, then you usually equip the third one, and it's usually something like Deadeye, which gives you, higher damage per shot. But I wasn't running any of that. I was just running around, and I think, what am I on here? A 4 or 5 gun streak right now, or 6, something like that. Anyway, so around this time, I am not thinking about anything at all other than, I'm not planning on getting or even going for the chem strike. But what I am doing, this was when the Ripper first came out, this gun that I'm using, this is when the Ripper first came out for Xbox Live Season Pass holders. And this was one of my first games with it, and I was just trying it out and running around the map. So basically the only strategy that I had is basically any strategy that a decent player would be using in Kill Confirmed or even Team Deathmatch, where there isn't a place to spawn trap, or like Domination, where you basically, if the enemy has a flag, you know that they're going to be spawning at that flag, or Blitz, where they're going to spawn at their portal. Basically, I am looking at where my team isn't, and I am going there. That is my whole strategy throughout this entire game, and you'll see me start to get a little more frantic as I get closer to the streak. And in case you're wondering, I didn't knife the air because I was happy that I killed that guy. That actually happens a lot with the Ripper. Whenever you're trying to switch sights, or switch between sights, and you haven't fully aimed in, you'll wind up knifing the air. And if you're curious as to why this happens, it's actually because most SMGs aim in at 0.2 seconds, except for the Vepr, I think it's 0.25. But the Ripper actually aims in at 0.22 or 0.23 seconds, and that may not seem like a lot, but with how fast-paced Call of Duty is, that additional 0.02 or 0.03, whichever one it is, seconds can affect you a lot more than you would expect it to. So if that's happening to you a lot, I would actually recommend running Quick Draw on this gun. So back to the gameplay. About right now is where I kind of realized that I'm going 20-1, and I don't remember when I died. I don't remember exactly what streak I'm on. So I'm wondering, could this possibly be the time that I get it? And I start thinking about it way too much, and I start to freak out. And as you can see here, my whole team is on the other side of the map. They're all on the other side of the map. I'm like, they have to be over here. The enemy has to be over here. And luckily, I find the guy just sitting in the window over here, and he's getting, I think he was trying to get his lean kills, which that's another pet peeve of mine that I plan on making a video about. But that's a different story. But you could be thinking a couple of things right now. One is that I'm actually playing this pretty well for not being in a party of any kind. I didn't have people muted, but I didn't have my mic in. But you know, I'm trying to stay in their spawn, not get killed, and just pay attention to where my team is, like I said earlier, which is basically the only thing you can really do in a non-objective game mode. You could also be thinking that the enemy team is just absolutely terrible, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say that if I was facing a full party, and this guy almost kills me right there, but I'm not gonna lie and say that if I was playing against a full party or if the players were a lot better, I could have gotten it. It was definitely a factor. I'm not going to deny that. But I will say that no matter how bad the enemy team is, you don't see kill confirmed KEMs very often. So I was pretty proud of myself that I was able to do this regardless of how not good the other team was playing. Another thing that I'm hearing a lot of is that the Ripper is overpowered or OP, and you know, people hate it and things like that. I'm not gonna lie, the Ripper is a very good weapon, but it is outclassed if you just run it in one mode or the other. In fact, even in SMG mode, I still think that the MTAR is better. And in AR mode, basically pick any assault rifle and it's better than the Ripper in AR mode. But as you can see back there, if you know when to switch modes and use it to your advantage, yes, it can be very deadly. Like, there's no way I could have killed that guy if I hadn't, you know, if it was only an SMG. He definitely would have gotten me. So my advice with the Ripper is to definitely learn when to be at what distance when you switch. Like right here, you would probably think SMG mode would be best, but that is right outside its SMG range to where AR mode is better. But right there, guys, I get the Chem Strike, 25 kills. Like I said, I did not plan on getting it, so I wasn't even running hardline to make it only 24 kills. I got to spin around and knife the air for the first time in my life, except for when you get one in a care package, but those aren't legit, so I don't count that. Very satisfying for me. So I was very happy with this gameplay, and my heart pounded for about an hour after I got it. Anyway, guys, this is bringing us to the end of the video, but don't leave quite yet, because after this video is over, I am going to post the class that I was using, and you can pause it and take a look at the actual class setup. I wouldn't recommend using it to get KEMs, but for just going, you know, for just a good gameplay, it's actually a really good class setup. So you'll also get a class setup guide out of this. Just don't try and use it to get KEMs. Anyway, guys, if you are going to leave now, don't forget to leave a like. This took a lot of effort making a video this long, so a like rating would be appreciated. If not, that's cool. Leave constructive criticism in the comments. And this has been Reckless, guys. Take it easy or don't take it at all. 37, 3, and 25. I was playing the objective. Yeah. Okay, guys, here's the class that I was using. I actually recorded this right after I got the gameplay in case I was going to use it. As you can see, it is not built for a KEM strike, but it is a really good class build, minus the thermobaric grenade. I have no idea why that was on there, but if you want a good class to run and gun with, I highly recommend this one. Again, this has been Reckless, guys. Take it easy. Peace.